street neighbors from the Jackson Symphony Orchestra, Executive Director Steve Trosin, and Director of Music Matt Aubin.
Hi, Bart.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Bart. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
You too.
Great to have you here.
Thanks.
How was 2023 for JSO?
2023 for the JSO was a good year.
Good.
Yeah, very busy, lots going on, and I think by all measures it was a successful year for us. So.
Yeah, I had a chance to go to some of the concerts and events, and they were all great. You guys you put on a good show. You offer a
it's
good
what
time.
we do.
It is. You're in showbiz. So 2023, and I think last year you did some new things. I know you're trying to add some fresh and new adventures each year.
Yeah.
And this year you've already got something coming up.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you're referring to our concert Aglow. We're partnering with the Jackson County Fair, and your friend Denise Owens, our friend Denise Owens from the Jackson County Fair, reached out and was talking about maybe doing something in the space at the County Tower Ballroom, and that's such a beautiful venue, such a beautiful space that we thought it would be really exciting to do a smaller ensemble. So we've got a quartet of JSO musicians, and we're going to be playing the music of Fleetwood Mac. And we started off doing that on Saturday, February 3rd, and that sold out so quickly that we added Friday, February 2nd. So yeah, it's exciting to try something new like that.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting room because when it was occupied by offices and hard furniture, it's big. The acoustics are challenging.
Yeah.
But it's Brandon, you photographed a wedding there. I think the very first wedding.
The very first one, yeah.
And they had a DJ, right?
They did.
How were the acoustics?
Amazing.
Amazing. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah. It's a beautiful space, and I've been to an event there that had a small jazz ensemble playing, and it sounded fantastic. So we're really excited about it.
Cool. And just a four-piece.
Right. Because the type of music that they're playing, they're essentially a cover band. They're playing all this rock music. So with string quartets, arrangements are pretty easy to come by for that type of thing. But if you put if you wanted a full orchestra or a brass quintet, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
So the strings can kind of morph and take over. And I think a lot of people like that, and we're hoping to see like what people like about it, what they like about this type of experience, so that maybe we can cross some of these folks over to some of our symphony concerts. Because truthfully, other than the music being maybe a little bit more recognizable, the rest of the experience we hope is in line with the rest of the experiences that we provide already.
Well, the fact that you sold out without really any promotion, I think you just put a blast out on social media,
Sure.
just like that.
Yeah. It really took off. Definitely something about it has resonated with people.
Right.
So we're hoping to figure out exactly what that is, and continue to replicate it. So excited about continuing to work with Denise and her crew.
Yeah. Well, you guys have for many years had a relationship. Remember the JSO at the fair?
Fairgrounds, yeah.
I don't remember that.
I do. I do.
It was. If you're a farmer and you want rain, have the JSO play the fair. Yeah. So since Saturday already sold out, I would bet Friday's going to sell.
Friday tickets are moving pretty quickly. I looked this morning, and there are a little over 100 tickets still left for Friday night's concert, but
Cool.
they're moving pretty steadily. So I would say if you think you're interested and want to attend, go ahead and get your tickets now, because chances are they won't still be available when we get to concert day.
All right, let's talk about we've got two series, Music on Tap and the subscription series. So what do you want to talk about first?
Maestro?
Oh, all right. Let's start with me. So our first concert of the new year is in February. We're doing 3 concerts downtown, like we've done the last couple of years. It's a more intimate space. We can really show off the hall, use a smaller orchestra. And it's called Greetings from Scotland, but we're really paying an homage to the composer Felix Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn was really inspired by Scotland. He had traveled there in the 1800s and went to the Hebrides Islands and things like that. And so his third symphony, his Scottish symphony, really has a Scottish lilt to it. And so that's the culminating piece of the concert. It's where we got the name from. On the first half of the concert, Mendelssohn's violin concerto will be featured. And there's probably like 5 violin concertos that are the most famous among all the repertoire that was ever written for the violin. And the Mendelssohn's violin concerto is one of those. We're bringing back the Russian/French violinist Clara Sait-Kuloff, who won a competition to play with us back in 2021 and has since gone on to win concertmaster position at a Swedish orchestra. She's doing fantastic, and so she'll be flying in from Sweden to play this Mendelssohn concerto with us. And we have one other piece on the program, and it's an overture by Mendelssohn's sister, Fanny. Her name is Fanny Mendelssohn. She got married, last name Hensel, and many people think that she could have been as good or better a composer.
Maybe she secretly wrote his stuff because she's...
Well, I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
But at the time, once a woman was married, it was seen as uncouth to continue to work. So unfortunately, we only have a couple of pieces from her.
Now, I'm really ignorant about music, but...
we know.
Yeah, I know
No,
you
okay.
know. But when I think of Mendelssohn, I think of organs.
Yeah.
Did he write a lot?
Yeah, well, he was actually really inspired by the composer Bach, who was a very big organ composer. And Bach was actually had fallen out of favor when Mendelssohn was composing. And Felix Mendelssohn, in addition to just creating some works that are just really well known and have survived over 200 years, his other huge contribution is basically the rejuvenation of Bach's music. Hard to believe that Bach could have like kind of fallen by the wayside, but Mendelssohn saved it. And Mendelssohn also wrote Christmas carols that we know. I think "Hark the Herald Angels Sing" is one of his.
That's probably why I get that
There you
from
go.
just looking
Yeah.
at the book at church.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's one of the guys in the book. Okay. Yes.
Oh, that's why.
Except if you go to the Catholic Church, which changed their book back in the 60s.
Oh, they cut out Mendelssohn?
Well, they cut out a lot of people.
Now, with Scotland, will there be any bagpipes?
There'll be sounds of bagpipes, but no actually bagpipes.
Okay.
And no, I won't be conducting in a kilt.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
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 Because you're pretty good sport when it comes to putting on a costume.
Yeah. I just tell people I won't wear makeup. That's where I draw the line. Yeah.
Okay. So, since it is a new year, but the current series started last fall.
Right.
So we've got the second half.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And what I tell people about this this particular series that I find people comment on and I love is that we get to do it 3 times as musicians. It's in our downtown venues, so folks can literally sit 10 feet away from the musicians and really see what they're doing and what I'm doing. And then it's a great opportunity to have a night out, to go to dinner downtown, go to the concert, go out for a drink afterwards, whatever. And there's a matinee option on Sunday for those folks that prefer that.
Yeah, I like the idea. It's the same concert, just performed 3 different times.
Yeah. And we as musicians really love that. It's something that in a smaller community, we oftentimes don't have, the market demand to be able to do that. But we've been able to fit that in here. And as musicians, it's really fun to get a few chances at something you've worked really hard on.
Yeah, and you're right. It's an awesome opportunity to get a night on the town and enjoy dinner at one of the
Right around Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
And it's
Day.
very romantic sounding music.
Better make your reservations. All right, let's talk about music on tap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got the second half of our Music on Tap season coming up, and we've got the return of our friend Haywood Banks, Michigan singer-songwriter, also a very funny guy. And that concert, if there are any tickets left, it's a small handful.
Yeah, it sold out. I was at the last one, and he's hilarious.
Yeah, I wasn't super familiar with him before. Obviously I knew the name and I knew who he was, but I hadn't heard really any of the songs before, and I found myself laughing out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really a very entertaining show. So I'm excited about having him back. So that'll be fun. And then we've got an indie kind of pop band from Nashville coming in February called Miki Fiki. M-I-K-I-F-I-K-I, Miki Fiki. They are very reminiscent of Joe Hertler and the Rainbow Seekers, who a lot of Jackson folks will know. We've had them play in our series before, but they've played at Bright Walls, they've played at some of the summertime stuff, and real popular Michigan-based band. And Miki Fiki are very danceable, very fun pop band, so that'll be a great one. And then our Irish Festival coming up in March, and that'll be another sellout. So encourage people to get their tickets now. There's still some Irish Festival tickets available, but I encourage people to get them early because that will sell out too.
Yep, it has every year.
Yeah, it's great. So
Always a great time. Your Music on Tap has, I think, reached a 10-year milestone.
10 year, we're in our 10th season. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary at the JSO, if you can believe that.
Anniversary.
Yeah. Longest I've ever worked anywhere. I've still got them fooled.
Wow.
So. But yeah, I was actually just telling the story at lunch today that when I was hired at the JSO, Stephen Osmond told me that not much was happening at their hall, what they called their Performing Arts Center at the time. And maybe I could play a concert there to get more people down. So it was the classic tale of he gave me an inch and I took a mile, and we created this whole concert series, and it's now got a 10-year anniversary.
Well, it's a big hit, and you gave it time because it did. I know you felt as well that it was a slow start.
I was ready to walk away. Matt convinced me to stick with it. So yeah, but
yeah, we made a few tweaks to it. It used to be called the Affinity Series. We rebranded it as Music on Tap. Talk more about the experience, and also we started to market it in more of the genre names rather than the artist names, because a lot of people don't know these artists. They don't know them by name, but they know the style of music that they like. And I think those things, along with just better marketing, over time, it's been amazing, really. And it's him. He's really worked really hard at it.
Yeah, you have. And I think we've been a sponsor from the very beginning.
We have, yep. We've worked with JTV and your team here since the start, so really appreciate your help in getting things up and running. And yeah, we're looking forward to the next 10 years.
Yeah, we love going, and really it is something, literally it's something for everyone.
You can't say there's nothing happening in Jackson, right?
That is very true.
Matt, did you have a connection to the University of Washington?
No.
Oh.
I did. Nice try. I taught at Washington State University of the Cougs.
Okay.
Yes, and by the way, those aren't the real Huskies anyway. The real Huskies are at the University of Connecticut. Yeah.
All right.
So go blue.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hail.
That was exciting, wasn't it?
It was. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, a long time coming.
So much more still to come in 2024. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
us.
The Jackson Symphony Orchestra Executive Director Steve Trosin and Director of Music Matt Aubin. Well, next